where the battle's raging loud, comes a hero, standing strong and proud. Jeffrey Coleman, with DNA remade, part man, part toad, a legend now displayed. With his blast stone weapon, a nano fist in hand, he leaps through time to defend the land. Evil amphibious toads won't get their way. Terminator Toad is here to save the day. He's Terminator Toad. Fighting the future, saving the past. Terminator.
Oh man, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, folks. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you guys can actually hear me. What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, folks, and I guess you could say this is a Wun-Draws. Let me show you what I mean by Wun-Draw. Trying to show the layout. Let me show the damn layout. Yeah, this is a Wun-Draw, folks, and I will be drawing. Matter of fact, I'll be working on this. I'll be working. Why is this reversed? Why is this reversed? Weird. It's reversed. Oh, why is this reversed? That's the virtual camera. It looks right here. Let me see something. Weird. I have no idea why this is reversed. Oh well. I don't know why it's reversed. It's acting weird on me. Let me see. OBS camera. OBS virtual camera. No, it's not working. Nope, that's definitely not it. I don't know what's going on with this. It's like my whole image is what you see on a desktop is like, I don't know. But what's up, everybody? I guess I was going to work on that, but I just think I was trying to do a Wun-Draws, but shit's not acting right. But I just dropped my pen on the ground. Okay, so here's the thing, folks, about yesterday and the past week. Now, I'm hoping that this week will be okay, be fine. And I just want to clear a couple of things up before someone tries to spin their narrative on bullshit. And one thing people try to confuse me with is being some type of leftist or fucking SJW or whatever. And the reason why I say this is because is that when you disagree with somebody, the first word they grab or run to is leftist, SJW, whatever. Now, if I was a leftist or an SJW, I wouldn't be over here talking to all you guys and making friends with you people. The problem is that you got bad actors over here. Bad actors that will try to do everything that they possibly can to make them look righteous. By calling someone a leftist or an SJW makes them, feel that they won the argument. I guess, I reckon, but I don't think that wins. I don't think that wins anything. That just goes to show you that when you run out of ammo, you start, you pull out the magazine, you have to toss the magazine because that's all you got left, because you're out of bullets. And I don't really consider myself a far leftist as an SJW because I've spoken up about certain things that leftists do, that I have spoken out against because I believe I'm like in the center, and the problem is that when you have individuals who do things, and they know they were in the wrong to begin with, they come at you, and I see this happening a lot over here. When people are wrong, instead of admitting to that they're wrong for what they did, they would rather label you as something that other people don't like, so they can get away with the fact that they did something wrong. I don't really care if people call me names, because I've been on this planet for too long to sit back and let a name hurt me. And that's what it basically is. Boiled down to, is turning into 12-year-olds calling each other names. But to go into what I did, folks, pertaining to a certain image. The thing is that someone did something this week, and they did it. I don't know why. I don't know. I really don't know why. But the thing about it is, what they did made me angry, right? Made me angry. They laughed in my face, made me angry, and I left, right? So in return, just to show them what they did to me, to see if they liked it, I too did my own image without AI, and made sure that the image was would get 10 times the effect than what the image was done about me. And it worked. It worked. Now, I knew that they were going to use the argument, basically saying, like, we didn't draw, we didn't make the image, we didn't do this, we didn't do that, someone else made it, So I decided to play the same stupid game, because I went to the chat and I told them in the chat, like, no, I didn't draw the image. Now, the thing about the image is it has my name on it. It has the date that I drew it. And not only that, not only did I do all of that, it's everybody knows my drawing style now. Not only that, but I made a video of me drawing it on a live stream, like hours before I posted it on Twitter. And and the thing about it is, I'm just clearing this up. This is what the things I cleared up, because they like calling me a liar and all this stuff. I lied to you. Yes, I did lie to you. I lied to you because you lied to me. That's all to it. It's funny. It's funny how people turn on you. It's funny how people can't take their own medicine. It's funny how people want to sit back and yell murder, when they have the gun in their hand. I find it strange. I find it really strange over here that type of behavior goes on, and it's just unchecked with everybody. And I find it to my best ability is that, how can you be a thinking, working adult, and someone doesn't like something, and if someone did do this, why didn't you approach him? It's like, listen, this dude doesn't like this type of thing. Before we do anything with this, let us talk to him and see if he's okay with it. None of that stuff was done. None of it. None of it was done. None of it was done. I mean, it's not about, it's he goes, he hurt his feelings. It's not about feelings. It's about respect. As an adult, we give out respect. Respect is something that's not necessarily gained, but it's earned. And I feel like the people who've been around me over here have gained a lot of my respect. But it's when you cross the line and just blatantly disrespect, somebody. And I think that's what it is with a lot of people over here, is that, people don't know when to understand to respect people. It is all about respect. I gave you my full trust, full trust in everything. And you sat back there and trampled on it. I've been through a lot. And you guys just decided you was going to just trample the fuck all over me, but that's cool. That's cool, because if anything I've taken and learned from this experience is you can't trust people. You can't put your faith in people, and in order for you to put faith in people, you have to they have to earn your respect. I willingly gave out trust and understanding and everything. I mean, I thought these people were my friends. I really did. I mean, I really did those people friends. So when I come out and do stuff like this and talk like this, they call me a gaslighter. Now let's put this where this belongs, right? They did the shit first. After the fact, they know and they understand what type of person I am and what I do and do not like. They know these things, but they went ahead and did it anyway and laughed in my face. Just totally laughed in my face, totally disrespected me. I've never disrespected these guys. Never, never. I don't disrespect anybody. I don't even play around disrespecting people. But in this case, it happened, laughed in my face, and I was like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm going on about my business. You know. I think it was like that same day. I think it was that same day. I do believe it was like Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure. I did the drawing. I did the drawing just to show them that I too can do silly shit and laugh at you as you're angry. You know, I was angry. You know, and the thing about it is they couldn't take their own medicine. This is exactly what, like I said, this is exactly what they did to me. Right? This is exactly what they did to me. And they couldn't fucking take their own fucking medicine. You know, they couldn't do it. So what they do instead, because, what they do instead is that they start this conversation where now I'm the backstabber, right? I'm the backstabber, and I've done all these wrong things to them. I do all this stuff, and I think it's disingenuous to do that, because this is about imagery, right? This is about images, right? How does images turn into a backstabbing? I mean, I did my drawing, and you got somebody to do some type of bullshit art. And the thing about it is, neither one of us like what each other did. But the thing about it is to, like, two wrongs don't make it right, but it starts an interesting conversation. And I think this conversation, it should be had, But the thing about it is that they struck first. Period. And then they go around saying that I insulted them. And I'm like, wait a minute. What do you mean I insulted you? You insulted me and laughed in my fucking face. That's what you guys did. And then after the fact, like, oh, we could have handled this behind. Like, no, we couldn't have. We couldn't have, because you decided to make an effort to sit back and embarrass me and fucking disrespect me. That's the whole thing about it. But they don't talk about that. This whole last week was all about what I did wrong. Not what they did to initiate this shit, but what I did wrong. I was having fun all the way to the point to where it wasn't fun. When I was like, oh, these motherfuckers throwing this shit in my face, but they know me. They know me. They know me. They know what I do. People don't like the things I do. I don't care. If I have a problem, I handle it. I take care of it my way. I don't ask people to take care of my problems. I don't say shit. I take care of it. But their issue is that they can't get over what they did, and they can't get over of when someone does it back to them, exactly what they do to you. They can't handle it. They can't take it. Then now they want to talk because it's serious. We need to talk about this. How you do this to me. No, it's not about how you did this. How did we get here? Who stepped on the gas pedal and drove this fucking car down the road? I didn't do it. I just made sure that you understand how angry I was. The whole intention of my piece was to get you as angry as I was the other day. But I didn't laugh at it. I just said this is a teachable moment for both of us. You can't sit back and do shit to people and expect them to play along happily and willingly. I left. I fucking got out. I got out of all the rooms. I think I got out. I got to go back and check. I think I'm out of all the rooms that they're in. Blocked them, and I said, like, that's the way you want to be. I don't have to talk to you no more. So they're angry because of that too, because I blocked them. But like I said, the whole week it was about. I didn't really say nothing. Everything I had to say was publicly put out there on my Twitter. No, everything I did was public on my Twitter, and everything I said, everything I thought, all that shit. Even from the quote I made, and Ethan Van Scriber stole my quote. he fucking stole my shit. Some people say, "Oh, he's making fun of you." Some people say that's just funny. I thought it was funny when I made it up. When I made the quote, I was like, nobody's gonna take me serious, because I'm just gonna throw something out there. Just a thought that how I was feeling. I didn't really give a damn, but Ethan, I think like Ethan took my quote. He took my fucking quote, and he got like 3,000 views on it. I'm still stuck at like 30, but it was funny. It was funny, and I came back and told him it was funny, and he put like over the rainbow. I wasn't being serious, but people take that as, oh, Ethan's making fun of you. He's laughing at you. Ethan don't laugh at me. Ethan barely knows who the fuck I am, you know. And that's the shit that that's the shit that's over here. That's the shit that goes on over here. People are so willing to fucking insult you and talk about you and say you're wrong and everybody's right, nobody's wrong. But there is a big difference over here. There is a big difference on the people you deal with over here. All right. There's a couple people over here. Yeah, let's talk about Frog Tony. Frog Tony, he had a little rough patch a few months ago, and he knows that he has to change direction. He knows that. I mean, he is. People said I'm mad at Frog Tony, and I wasn't mad at him. I'm like, I was disappointed at him, for a while because of what happened. But I'm a man of forgiveness because he doesn't feel it. He didn't fully understand where I was coming from, right? And I stopped talking to him too. And I blocked him too, And but that's on the surface. That's on the surface. What you guys know, but you guys did know that. Even after that, with Rock Tony did, I was still communicating with him. I was still communicating with I'm sending, especially when he had some issues and something he had to leave. I tell him to get okay, send him messages and stuff like I hope you're all right and everything because we just had a misunderstanding, and I forgave him for it. And I was like, one day, I guess one day he'll unblock me and I'll unblock him and we can start talking back together. But it always takes, someone who had to think about what they did to come back. And I mean, it takes a big person to say that they're sorry. Even it takes a bigger person to say that they forgive them. And last night, was on Frog Tony's show. Now, I wasn't on it. I was in the chat. And he talked about the two individuals that I used to know, and he went to a story about an argument that happened on the stream, and I finally got his side of the story, about how the shit went down. And not only that, he also told me, he basically said in his own way that what I did he didn't believe in. But then again, he shouldn't have did what he did, and that's fine, in his way. In his way, he said, not his exact words, but his own way. And I told him back, like, dude, I was like, dude, I forgave you a long time of that. I'm not mad at you. I just got disappointed at some points. But I said, I'm not mad at you. I mean, life goes on, and as men, we move about. We move about and do shit, and it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool, to sit back in his audience again and enjoy his show. His show has been getting better, especially he had the interview with the Ethan guy yesterday. That was pretty cool. But, grown adults can work out shit. It's when you get loctite to be doing stupid shit, and think about this. Tony didn't really know how I really was. He really did. He didn't really know about me. He got a little bit, but he didn't know about me. But these guys over here who call themselves my friends, and I think the only reason why I was their friends because, the way Frog Tony did me on the show. I think that's the only reason why I remained their friends. Because they got somebody who on their side who supposedly, hate Tony, I guess. But I didn't hate Tony. I was disappointed in some things that he did or whatever. But my whole understanding was not to hate anyone. I don't hate anyone, get disappointed. but never hate people. That's just how it is. No, hate's not a good thing to have towards anyone. But that's the thing that I guess they were effed up about. Were assuming. Um, but the whole thing about this is that if Frog Tony, and everybody knows Frog Tony is, if he can come out and say that, no, if I could, if I've already gave the man forgiveness, a long time ago. If he can come out and say, that he was sorry, you know, um, they can as well. But I know that's not in their vocabulary. And if it is in their vocabulary, it's not sincere. I guarantee it's not, because they're probably going to do it again. And that's the thing I just want to clear up. So like I said, I didn't say nothing. I really didn't say nothing this whole week. I probably got in a chat, 1 or 2 chats, maybe said something about it, maybe correcting them or something. But I really didn't make no videos about it. I really didn't talk about it. I made a video about it yesterday. It was 30 minutes long, but I really didn't say nothing about it. Because I just wanted to see how this played out. So after I did my picture, it was I was watching BTM reviews. They were doing BTM reviews, and I do believe one of them said, he said it very briefly, but I knew that the image was getting to him, because he was like, yeah, somebody calling me a racist, and then he just stopped talking, and then he left and did something. I don't know. But I was like, yeah. So I guess he knows how I feel now. I guess he knows how I feel what you did to me. I guess you feel miserable and depressed now because someone had did something to you that you didn't like. And because that's the only way, for I understand, that's how most people learn is through pain. So through pain, he actually learned that, I guess I really didn't like what he did. So you would think somebody to get the lesson, and let me tell you, like, I was still in that group. I didn't do that group until like maybe a day after or so. But I was still in the group waiting to hear the apology. Nothing happened. No apology. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. So I gave them just about a whole fucking day to come to me and like tell me what the fuck happened. I was still in the room. Nothing at all. It wasn't until after I made my image, it's like, oh, we need to go and talk and do this and do that. But before then, before I made the image, before I drew that shit, there was nothing. Nothing at all. It's only when they have a reason to be offended is when they want to come to you now. It's like, oh, we need to talk. We need to go in the back room. We need to do this. And then when you're like, no, I'm going to block you and keep the fuck out my life, then that's when they start making the videos. That's when they start calling. That's when they start talking about me, my disability, and calling me fat and all this other shit. And I'm like, wow, it's really come to this, right? I've been on this earth for 50 years. You don't think no one's calling me fat, or someone's ever talked about me being like disabled? You don't think people have never said that to me? Life goes on. You can either be stuck or you can move on. And I think their problem is that they're stuck and like acting not their age. And people, I guess people like to follow that shit. I guess people like to be entertained by that shit. I guess. But that's not me. That's never been me. I never talked about people. I never degraded, aggravated, or did any of those things to anybody, And if I have, that means someone did it to me first. I know how it is to be bullied. I was a little kid, and there was always big kids, I remember that shit. I didn't like being bullied when I was in school, When I see kids get, when I was a kid and I see my friends get bullied, I always stood up for them. Stood by him. One thing I can't stand in the world are people who call themselves your friend and then betray you. And then when you confront them, I become the backstabber. Because what happened is after that, it's a series of videos that followed each, like every other day, videos. Let me remind you, only thing I did was two images. Two images. That's all I did. I didn't have to say a word back. Just two images. That's all it took to aggravate it. Right? And I guess they say, well, and they had loads to say, you know. My favorite is, I guess, yesterday when, I told them I don't like Nazis. I hate Nazis, but yet they were bringing up an argument about Nazis. Argument I was in about Nazis, and I'm like, fuck Nazis. I don't care, but yeah, over there defending Nazis. Like one gun doesn't like Nazis. It's all about history. I was like, no, it's about fucking Nazis. Nazis are part of history. Fuck that. It's Nazi. You're talking about fucking Nazis on your fucking channel. You play a video at the beginning of each of your shows talking about a little dog talking about how he hates the Jews. Right? Yeah, I'll ask something. If I was Jewish, would you still play that song? My whole thing on YouTube, I've been on YouTube since 2008. My whole thing on YouTube is that is to not offend people, not offend people. And I think that's the only thing that we crossed on while I was there. Some things we crossed on while I was there. And it's like weird. It's like weird. It's like not knowing parts of history, but not all of history. Not understanding that a lot of people died because of Nazis. And then you got people who want to call me a revisionist. No, I'm not a revisionist. I'm just saying you're talking about bad, evil people that killed a lot of people, put people in ovens. But then again, they have this side that said that never happened. It's all propaganda. I'm like, are you out your fucking mind? I'm not saying these are all the people. I'm just saying this is like a very small, select few people who think like that. And it wasn't until after they did what they did Monday would tell me I don't need to be around people that think like that. I don't. I really don't. Because what will happen is that I will go into those fucking Nazi-loving arguments. Why it's okay. Why it's okay to say shit, like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I was never raised that way. My dad, my great uncle, he he was a tank commander, black tank commander, and I was a baby. I was 10, 11 years old, and he would tell me about shit about North Korea and communism because he fought in that war in North Korea, he spent a little time in the last throes or whatever was going on after World War II or something, but this country, I love this country, and I don't understand like my great grandparents, my uncles, my grandma, and all them. Some of them went to Vietnam. Some of them went to fucking World War II and all that shit. They fought against people who were putting people in gas chambers and killing them. And then you sit back there and you say I'm wrong because I don't like that shit. And I think that's like a misreading of who I am. I think there really is. But like I said, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep being you. I don't care. I really don't, because I think it's sad that after and I'm just thinking, but after what you did to me Monday, made me realize you don't have a moral compass spot, rational thinking, about what other people feel. You know, and when you don't have rational thinking about others, that means you're going to blatantly disrespect anybody, anywhere, anytime, any fucking time you want. You know, since I've been over here, I've never disrespected anybody. I accepted everyone's views, no matter how against my views they are. But I've accepted everybody because I know that behind what people think, there's a good, positive person there. I don't think people are evil. I do not think people are evil. I just think people have their own way of going about things. Well, there are some people out here who get to the point where they don't give a fuck. And those are the people that I don't want to fuck with. Really, honestly. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'd have to draw a line somewhere. And that line is just not fucking with you. You know. And the thing about it is that every time I go into somebody's chat, you know, every time I go into somebody's chat and someone's talking about this, I try to get in the chat, and then here they come. They come in the chat and try to make it look like I did something wrong. And I've done nothing wrong to you guys. The only thing I did was give you back what you gave me. And I thought after that, I think that's pretty even. And, you know, it wouldn't be an issue, but it is an issue. It is an issue because you made the issue. All this week, you made the issue. And I really didn't say nothing. I didn't make no videos, nothing about it. I didn't make a video until yesterday. I really didn't say nothing about it over like the last couple of days. Well, here's the thing. Like, somebody said I was going in rooms and talking about it. I'm like, no. What room? Name the room. Put the name of the room I'm going around there talking to, because I made sure whatever room I made sure the people who talked to you were in the room. So anything I said, they will go out and repeat it to you guys. That was intentional. That's why I made a new room and invited certain people in so they can relay the messages to you. Or they can run to you and it's like, this is what he said. I know this. That's the way some children act. No, everything I've done this week was all just like, you know, things I knew what was going to happen. I wouldn't have done nothing if I didn't know what was going to happen. But I made sure I did that just so somebody can make up something saying, "Oh, you're in somebody's chat talking about us." I'm like, really? What room is this? Tell me what's the room? Are you just making stuff up again? Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't say nothing about you guys. I didn't say nothing about you guys you didn't even know that I said. But that's how you find out how people are. You see who's going to, like, go back and forth and do stupid shit to cause more stupid shit. Or who's going to lie on you. Or who's going to say whatever. That's why I sort of kind of kept my mouth shut. That's why when I did my streams all last week, I just concerned myself with me. Concern myself with me doing my streams and having fun. Wasn't until like these last 2 days where I actually stood up and said something about it. Because they couldn't stop making videos about it. They couldn't stop going there. They have no real argument other than I'm fat, I got one leg, and but the new one is I can't draw. And I have no talent. You know, those are their arguments against me. And they're not breaking me. They definitely not hurt me. They're just showing how low you're willing to go to hurt my feelings. And only thing I have to say is I don't listen to it. I mean, I blocked you. That's my answer to you. Blocking you. Putting you out my fucking life. That's all to it. And I will go on. I will go back to my channel. I will stream. And I think I will be like doing new shit on I think I will be going back to doing one talks again because everybody said that they liked them. You know, maybe I'll maybe start next week. I'll do one talks. You know, do some draw streams. You know, go back doing draw streams. But you know, I'm working on my film right now. Oh yeah, they said something about my film. He's working on the film right now. I'm not gonna buy it. I didn't make it for you, for one. Don't care if I get support from you. I don't care. You know, I don't get people. They hurt your feelings, and you hurt their feelings back, and they're really ready to turn on you. They really are. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you say my art's shitty. I don't care if you say that that you're not gonna buy nothing. I don't care. The only thing I care about is that my point got to you about who the fuck I am and who the fuck you are. That's the only thing I care about, and it seems like I accomplished both goals. Both of them. This, and I'm going to say this one last time before I get the fuck off, right? This is my last time I'm going to say this because I said it last night. Because I tried to go in the chat and talk to him. But I was too busy worried about the picture I drew than the reason why the picture was drawn. See, the reason why the picture was drawn because you did some shit, not I did some shit. You know, and every time somebody asking me about this, I'm going to repeat the same thing over and over. They're arguing after the fact they did something, not what initiated the whole thing. And when they talk, now here's the thing, they'll talk about it. Oh, we did this stupid picture that we didn't make. No, they didn't. They probably did have something to do in the production of that fucking image. Guarantee you it did. Because I don't trust them. I don't trust a fucking word that they say. They probably had some production or something going on. I mean, but I can't prove it. You know, I can't prove it. Don't care about proving. But I did do when they showed the image, they did show me one thing. They showed me the little private room that they have that they talk about everybody in. Where they sit back and make their memes. It's basically a room where they make memes of everybody. So when they put the memes out, we didn't make it. We don't know who made these memes. So every time you see them come out with a meme, it probably came from, most likely from the little production crew over there, the little meme factory that they had on Twitter. So they can have what's it called? Plausible deniability of them making this garbage. Right? To put it out there, we didn't make it. You know, just stupid shit. Just stupid shit. What's going on over here in the chat? Folks, sorry, folks. Oh, Frog Tony, what's up, man? I didn't see you up here. People like walking at a car crash. Yes, they do. Kind of disingenuous when someone insults you in front of a group but wants to smooth things over and sympathize in private. A public insult / transgression requires a public rapprochement? That's a big word. I can't pronounce it. But yeah, Leo. Yeah, thanks for coming, man. That group is stuck in hate because they lack talent. Talking about them gives them the attention they want. Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's what it is. You know, they think 100 subs, 100 subscribers, and 100 subscribers is like the bee's knees, right? You're like, I got 100 subscribers. You know, I'm up there. I could do this. You know, I could do that. You know, I'm like, yeah, go ahead, man. Do what you want to do. But when I was down there at 100 subscribers, you know, when I was down in the dirt with 100 subscribers, my content was all about positive reinforcement, bringing people to me for enjoyment and all the other shit, right? If you look at my channel, you go back all the way back to 2008 when I started my channel was not about drama forming. My channel was not about, you know, the best hate you can get for a dime. You know, my channel wasn't like that. My channel was informative, educational, fun shit, animation, all that type of shit. All the shit that I love to do, that's what I put into my channel. It wasn't until years later where I ran across a troll who decided to turn my channel into the toxic bullshit that it became for quite a few years. But it wasn't after I decided to stop the bullshit between me and the other guy, you know, which I don't fucking really talk about, but every once in a while when he starts to act a fool, it's when I decided, you know, I'm going to change my channel. You know, I'm really going to change my channel. And I did. I changed my channel, started doing different shit, started getting back to animation, getting back to basics and stuff like that. You know, changed my life, you know, started losing weight, all type of shit, you know. And then on top of that, I said, I need to do something else. I need to get back into comics. And what I do, I come over here to the indie side, to the indie comics, you know. And it's a shit show over here. But within the shit, There's some people over here. There are good people. There are good people over here. It's just the ones. It's just the ones who go from these little room to rooms to rooms, hold secrets, do shit behind people's back, and then want to be your friend and all the other shit. Those are the motherfuckers you need to watch out for. Those are the people that you need to concern yourself with, because those are the people who will turn on you over here. Those are the people you cannot trust. And I'm being honest about that. I've been over here for almost a year. I mean, maybe over a year. And all I've seen is bickering, hatred, harassment, doxing, all this shit. It's only a few of you all that are over here right now that actually put forward, I'm trying to say it correctly, to put forward a will to do comics, to make people read comics, to keep people happy and engaged with them, to actually talk about positivity, creativity, and luckily I've made friends with those people. And then there's the people who just want to just sit back and fucking drama form. It's one thing to have a show where you talk about drama, but it's one thing to have a show and you cause the fucking drama. It's one thing for sit back and talk about someone doing something that's wrong, and for you to sit back and do something wrong so you can talk about the person you did the wrong on. That's the fucking bullshit that's going on over here. That's why when people say something, especially when people say stuff about CG, that's what they're referring to. But I know that's not what CG is about, or the indie comic space. I know it's about better people doing things. You have people that are dedicated 100% to drawing comics over here, nothing but comics. Case in point, look at BA. BA's doing a wonderful job. When he does a stream, he does his streams about other shit, but he does his streams about comics, why he got into comics, what people are doing in the comics. He does thoughtful content over here. He does very good, thoughtful content over here. And he's just one of the people I've seen who you can say who's putting a positive spin on what goes on over here. But nobody really is talking about him. I mean, only person that I see doing something is Katie did. She's the only person who actually reached out to these smaller creators and tries to put them on blast so people can come buy their books and get engaged with them. If y'all feel like I'm doing a report card, I'm basically doing what I've seen since I've been over here. Another guy, a Critical Blast. He fucking does the same thing. And those are just a couple of people. And then you got people, like the one guy, you got Andrew Rowland, who does a very good book called King of Justice. And I think I was on the show with him one night, and I think it was on Katie's show. I think it was an anime show Katie was doing. And I just said, I say, hey, you know what? You know what's a hidden gem in Comicsgate? I said, Andrew comic book, King of Justice. That's a hidden gem. I'm like, this dude has books out. They're done. They're finished. They're completed. And nobody talks about him. And I'm like, y'all people should be talking about people who have completed books who are accessible for people to go and buy them. We need to reinforce the fact that CG is not all about people fighting all the time. It's about good artists doing good things and expressing themselves through creative art. That's what we should be doing. We should not be engaging with stupid slander hogs. We should not be engaging with people who cause drama so they can have content for their channel that day. I understand if Eric July does some stupid shit and people are talking about it, make clips about it. I understand because, he's that type of figure for people to criticize. But people like me, people who are in here to have fun, I'm just a guy who's just curious and wants to understand and learn and just learn. You know, I want to be a part of the community. I want to be a part of people in the community who want to do something with this opportunity. Because a lot of people are just fucking over here as optimistic or just optimistic motherfuckers. They want to cause trouble and keep trouble going on so they can get the troublemakers to come to their stream. You know? And that's all, and that's just too bad. Because those voices drown out the true reasons why there's an indie space, why Comicsgate exists. To sit back and have a whole show to be a person, a personality over in this space and do shows about a woman having sex with animals. And that's the whole fucking 2-3 hour video that you're making, or panel that you're making, or stream that you're making is just fucking stupid. It's just saying that something in your life went wrong in your development, that you're stuck there. It's like the better you can lie, the more people you can get to come and watch you. That's the point of getting there. And the problem is that a lot of you are not calling this out. Call them out. Call them the fuck out. You got a woman who puts her time, her effort, spends her money on all these indie books, then does a show about it, talking about other creators, you know, getting to know other creators and shit. That's the most positive thing I've seen over here. Most positive. Best thing I've seen go over here in this fucking area. And once her show ends, then the bullshit comes on. All the bullshit comes on. It's like, y'all can do better. I know you got it in you to do better. I know there's other things to talk about than fucking creating drama and then farming it for a week or two. It's got to be insulting people, talking about people, and all the other bullshit. That seems to be the only thing that people will come over here to watch. That seems to be it. You know, it's like if you have a moral compass, just throw that at the door before you walk through these doors. You know, maybe somebody should have came over here and did this talk a long time ago. Because when people say I'm gonna go over to the indie comic side and hang out with some people, and they're like, "Oh, watch out for those Comicsgate guys. Watch out for anybody who has CG in their name." And I was like, well, I don't care. It is what it is. People are people. I don't care if they got CG in front of their name. I don't care if they're conservative. I don't care. I'm just going to talk to them because they're people. I'm a person, and I like to know about them. That was my mission from the get-go. But I've learned a lot. I learned there's a lot of backstabbery over here. If I want to make money, if I want to make $1 million, I will make a cure for backstabbing. That's what I would do. Because a lot of it going on over here. A lot. I can't believe the shit people warned me about happened to me. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Just gotta watch who you know over here, man. You got to. You got to be that person. You know, you got to be that person, and you got to watch your step, because these individuals, and think about it is that, you know, like I said, I heard Frog Tony actually on stream on his stream yesterday said, you know, because this whole time I only had like one side of the story. Only had one side of the story, you know, and I always thought, like, and then again, you know, Frog Tony should have put this shit out like a long time ago. You know, that would have helped a lot. He should have like if this is what truly happened, Tony, you should have came out like the next day after you came out of Ruby's show. You should came back next day. It's like, this is what really fucking happened. Let me tell you what really happened. And I would have been showing DMs. I wouldn't give a fuck who I was going to. I would have been showing fucking DMs. Like, this is what happened. This is this. You know, because after that, that started a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit where, you know, I'm a skeptic, right? I'm a big skeptic. When people say somebody did something, I'm like, what? You know, okay, I don't know, man. I'm always a skeptic until I get the points and facts about, you know, about anything. You know, and you got people who go into these little rooms, you know, and they talk amongst themselves and do shit and make memes and stuff. Now they know they're doing the shit. They know they're doing the shit. They're in a room and they know the people doing the shit. And instead of just standing up for someone you call your friends, like, I don't know if that dude's gonna like that, man. We shouldn't do this. We shouldn't even show this on our show. No, we shouldn't even do this. We shouldn't have this dude like be on our show. We show this to him, you know, because he might react. You know, he might react. None of that critical thinking went on. None of it. None of it. And now it's a week later, and after my image, my illustration, they're talking about it. You know, they're talking about it. One's trying to sweep, and one's sweeping, and the other one's attacking. You see how that works? One sweeps behind the scenes, the other one attacks. You know, and they do it in a hurtful way. They try to do it the most hurtful way that they can. They do it. I mean, it's funny because that's how I know how much my effect was on them to hurt them just as bad. In this world, if you're going to induce pain, you're going to have to learn to take it as well. You're going to have to learn to take pain, especially if it's the same pain you inflict upon others. Don't try to sit back and say, now, let's set up a private room. Let's go and chat. Now let's do this. Now let's do that. No, that time is past. That time passed weeks ago. Right? That time is gone. You know, I gave you like a full day before I started blocking. Before I spoke out. Full day. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good, brothers. It's all good. It's amazing how, you know, like I said, they don't like Theo. They talk about him, call him all these names, all the bullshit, you know. Then they show up on this show like everything they said didn't matter, you know. But I guess that's what people do, man. You know, I'm not leaving anytime soon from the space. I'm going to stay over here, but I'm going to have to navigate the fucking people who aren't trustworthy, who aren't worth getting involved with. I'm going to have to screen motherfuckers. Didn't have to do that before, but I got to screen motherfuckers. I'm not going to mess with sneaky individuals no more. I'm not going to do that. It's like, yeah. I think that's about it. I think it's about it for me, you know. But I will work with people. I will do drawings, and we'll do all type of stuff. I will work with people. You know, I will do things for people. You know, I will promote your comic. I will do a whole bunch of other stuff. I will do these things. You know, I've been doing it. You know, I've been doing it for like last couple of months. I go find people who got campaigns. I try to draw the characters. I stick them up there. I tell people to go to the Indiegogo. I try to do as much fan art for these people. I don't charge $1 for it. I don't charge nothing for it. I just do it because I see somebody doing something that they always want to do. I see people like trying to make an effort, you know, to concentrate on making comics, not drama. You know, when you talk to people like Anthony Sicca, you talk to the guy, I forgot the guy's name, but I think it's I forgot his name, but he does Finback. You know, these guys are doing their shit and they're making comics. They're doing this thing. You know, they're doing the thing that I like to see people do. And You got B.A. Turner. You got a Monster. You got a Conquest Comics Group. You got guys who actually sit back and they make fucking books. You know, you got Shane Davis, you got Ethan Van Scriber, you got Mandy and all that. You got people who make books. And you know, and think about this. When you look at Ethan and all the rest of Ethan and Shane and all them, you see they kind of keep themselves on a higher plateau than the other garbage that's down below. You know, that's why they call themselves kings, because they that's what they are. They produce books, they make books, all this shit. Even Eric July, let's give Eric July some credit. He's making comics too. He takes the abuse, but he's still making comics, no matter how bad they're selling. You know, I give it to Eric. Even though Eric is just has a negative influence on a lot of people, and he's just negative himself, but he's making comics. You know, at least he's trying to walk the walk. But a lot of these motherfuckers can't even do that. They just want to sit in chats and talk about people. They want to sit in the chat. They just want to sit in the chat and go on their little shows for people just belittling and harassing and fucking with people. That's what Comic Gate means to them. I mean, if you ask them what Comic Gate means, it's like, oh, I'm only in it for the drama. I'm only in it for this. I'm in it for the comics. I'm in it for the creators. I'm in it for the creators. I'm in it for people who can logically think about making comics. You're over here for the total downfall of Comicsgate. That's what you're here for. You know, I'm here for something else. I'm here for the artistic side. I'm an artist. I went to school for art. You know, I spent many years in school for art. I know that some of these people, I can admit, are my contemporaries. I can say a lot of stuff. I can sit back and go to an art gallery with a beret and black turtleneck on and give my interpretation and appeal of a piece on the wall. I can do that type of shit. Most of you motherfuckers don't even know what I just said, but they call themselves people who like art. You know, I've been an artist for a long time. And if you don't think that not one day has went through my life of being an artist, and someone said my art is like shit, well then, I'm sorry. If that's all you got for an insult, I'm sorry. Because I'm just going to smile and laugh and just like, damn, these people have not grown up. These people have not left the hood of the child of a 12-year-old. I mean, they're still stuck in childhood, you know. And that's basically what was going on the dude's channel. You know, and it's like, why argue with him? Why? It's worthless. It's fucking worthless. You know, it's fucking worthless to argue with people, you know, who want to claim victim. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, funny thing about it, they're saying like I'm playing victim. I'm not playing victim. Victims wouldn't did the shit I did. All right, victims wouldn't sit back and it's like, oh, you hurt me. Let me show you what I'm going to do to you. Victims don't do that shit. No, victims come out after I do my version of their insult, but I do it to them. Then they come out like, I can't believe it. They did this to me. You know, after everything I've done for you. Oh, look, everybody. Look. Oh, yeah, that's a victim. Did I come out and cry? No, I became silent. I blocked you motherfuckers, became silent, and then went over to Frog Tony show, became a member, and gave him a big nice super chat. As a matter of fact, I think I'll probably give Tony another super chat. You know, when I get a chance, whenever I get a chance, I'll probably give another super chat. But yeah, I went over there. Yeah. And I guess the message was relayed to them that, oh, One Gun's over there. Yeah, I know how shit works. Well, One Gun's over there, and Tony Chat, he signed up for his membership, and and he gave him a super chat. What? He did what? Yeah. I just want to make sure I make sure. I just want to make sure, like the staff room, that the knife, the hilt is going straight. The knife and the hilt is all the way in the wound. Because I just told her, like, I'm not going back. I'm like, fuck y'all, I'm not going back. I'm not going back, dude. It's not worth it. it really is not worth it. You guys have proven to me that you all, you all, you all don't give a fuck about anybody but yourselves. And I give a fuck about people. I really do. I care for when people are in pain. I do care for these things. But for me to sit back and disregard somebody and disrespect them, that's not me. Unless you provoke me. But to sit back and say that I backstabbed you and I'm playing victim, I'm gaslighting, really? You're the one on your streams crying about my picture. Even after y'all did what y'all did, I didn't cry about it, did I? No, I got even. Period. That's what it was. That's what it's about, right? And then I lied to your face about it, even though I made it sure that I made sure that people saw me working on this on my live stream. I made sure people saw me work. I did the live stream first, drew the picture, sat down. I don't know how long it took. It didn't. I don't know how long it took. I just drew the whole fucking picture out, made sure people saw it, make sure I had views on it. People saw me drawing this thing. People saw me sign my name on it. So if when I came into the chat and you were like barking and hawking on the fact that I was saying, no, I didn't draw it. I mean, I don't think I'm like, no, I didn't draw it. I don't know what you're talking about. But and my name was on the fucking my name was on the fucking picture. And what kills me is that, we go over to Theo's, Theo. We go with Theo's chat, and they're over there like playing victim, and they only talking about my picture. They only talk about the picture I drew. And Theo's like, man, this is something that needs to be handled behind scenes. I'm like, I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you feel that way, Theo, because they didn't do that shit to me. They did none of that. They laughed in my fucking face and insulted me. Period. Then was dumb enough to let me see where they were making this shit. I mean, you actually saw them like scrolling down, and you just saw my pictures in the fucking chat. I was like, where is this at? This ain't in our chat. Like they're in somebody else's secret chat doing this shit. Like I said, they got some meme factory going on over there. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. It's fucking blowing my mind about this shit. But yeah, yeah. Why is Terminator Toad still playing? Oh, I see. I'm down. I'm way down here. Okay, let me put that on pause. Yeah. So Theo told him, like, he was telling me that all this stuff should have been handled internally. I was like, you're right. You're right. This should have been handled internally, but that should have happened before the incident on Monday. But now, people's feelings are hurt. They hurt me, disrespected me. And then I came back and disrespected them. And unlike them, I didn't claim victim. I didn't go to victimhood. Did I start going like, oh man, that's not right? And started like weeping and doing whole live streams about the issue, the problem? Did I do that? No, I didn't. I sat back and I used my hand, my program, and I made my own illustration. And it seems like they couldn't handle it. They got depressed, trying to figure out why I did such a thing. I said, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing that you didn't do to me. What's to figure out? It's not math. It's not geometry. It's not algebra. No, you did something to me, and I did it right back to you. That's the American way. Eye for eye makes us all blind, right? But no. I gotta go and make a video about it. I gotta go and stream about it. I gotta say how evil One Gun is. I gotta do this. I gotta make him the bad guy. While overlooking the shit that made him into a bad guy. I gotta overlook that. I gotta go to my 160 subscribers and let them know there's a big injustice and wrong done towards me. Look what he did to me. Look what he did. It It was all uncalled for. All uncalled for, totally uncalled for. Meanwhile, I'm just watching the shit show happen. I'm just watching. I mean, and then after that, I did another picture. Yeah, I did another picture. I did a little ogre girl, flipping them off. One for you and one for you. Moving forward. That was an insult too. It was an insult because they thought that they was gonna put me to the side and pat me on the back, and say they're sorry now. But before the picture was made, there was no let's talk, let's reason, let's do this, let's do that. Don't believe I gave them time. But it wasn't until and the fun part about this is that they kept the video up. They kept the video up until I made the picture. So they can sit back and say, well, we took the video down. Yeah. Hours. Over till the next day. Until my picture showed up on Twitter. Yeah, you took it down. It is what it is, folks. Just do something wrong and try to sweep and cover it up. It's sad. I didn't come over here for this shit. I came over here to get back into comics. I want to do comics. I want to do animation, comics, all that other good shit. I want to be someplace where I can get some reach, learn from people, make friends. I want everybody to purchase my shit when I put it out. I want everybody to enjoy my shit. I'm not a one side, one person, either on this side. No, I want to be everywhere. Because it goes to George Lucas' Star Wars franchise. I'm talking about the original three movies were fucking good, except for the Last Jedi. The Last Jedi stunk, but I still enjoyed it. But the reason why his shit did so good because his stuff is transcendent between everybody, all cultures. He did something for everybody to enjoy. Drama forming is not for everyone to enjoy. Sitting back and spilling out rumors and bullshit, that's not for everybody to enjoy. Some people in this community need to grow the fuck up. Stop doing shit. If you come over here and you want to talk about comics, talk about comics. If you come over here to disparage the creators, because that's what drama forming does. I mean, drama forming is basically specifically aimed at other creators. And it's one thing to sit back and talk about drama, but it's another thing to be like Fox News and be the news. That's the thing about Fox. When Fox News doesn't report the news, they make the news. And that's the thing. If you're gonna be a drama farmer, don't farm your own crops. Find something that's unique, but find something outside of your influence. Find something outside. You don't supposed to go out, do the shit, and then sit back and run and say, "Oh, y'all, look at this! What happened?" But no, you don't do that, man. That's not the way. That's not the way drama should work, But you guys have made a fucking living off of this shit. You guys are you're super chatting and you're putting up your coffee links and stuff like that. If you like us insulting people and degrading people, please give us money so we could do it more. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I've been here for 1 hour and 9 minutes. But this might have been a one talk. I mean, this is better off being a one talk than a fucking draw stream. I think we're gonna have to rename this into a one talk. But I think I should do more of these and put these up, and let people know what my thoughts are, because I got more to say about this, but I'm just gonna leave it here for right now. If I come up with something else goes to my brain, because it's up to me to sit back and try to bring sense to nonsense, because I think this whole thing was just nonsense on everybody's part. You know, I shouldn't have had to draw or illustrate my feelings to people. I shouldn't have to do that. Um, and people should know better. People really should know better. You know, I think I said once about people using like the ability for critical, reasonable thinking about before you do something. And I still stand by that. You know, people should really, really think about what they do before they do it. They need to use some really reasonable thinking. You know, you was just on a show with me the other day about someone who was taking my images and using them, right, without my permission. And then you sit back and you know, I sit back and I come on your show and then you show me this shit and expect me to say something or protest it, and then you laugh at me. You know, and I sat back. I didn't say nothing for hours. You had hours to say something, but you didn't say nothing until I did my picture. And after I did my picture, it's time to take it down. It's time to take the video down. It's time to do videos about one gun. It's time to insult them, you know, defame them. It's time to do that so we can look good. Then it's time for us to put out a what's he call it, an ivory leaf to say, well, one gun, you know, we're willing to forgive you if you just come over here into the back corners and talk with us. I'm like, no, motherfucker. I gave you a chance to talk. It ain't until after I block you, you want to talk. I mean, like before I blocked you, you should have talked then. Right after I left that show, you should have came after me. You know, I know you don't want to hold my hand or whatever. You did it. You did everything you want to do now. But those are things you should have did before the insult and really extremely right after it as well. But that's okay. It's good to try to make yourself look good after the fact. And I think that's what it was. To make myself look good, to make it look like we tried to reach out to you, to make it look like that we tried, you know, but he's not listening to us. He's not doing that. And I don't know why, but listen, my DMs are always open. You know, if you want to come in there, it's like, yeah, I bet you they are. But I won't know because you're blocked. But anyway, folks, this your boy One Gun. I don't know if you guys got anything out of it. You know, hopefully some of you all did. Hopefully you guys will you know, take what I say and heed my caution when you call anybody your friend over here. Be wise, be smart, be critical in your thinking. You know, don't willingly give your trust out. You know, find people you can trust and move forward. Make comics. You know, fuck the drama shit. Make comics. Let your comics speak for you, not the bullshit. It's your boy One Gun. I'm signing out, and I will see you guys in another one. Peace.